Mahavir Jain, and my today's topic is on creativity. How you can be more creative. Okay, so before we start, let's have a small question answer section. Like normally it's at the end, we'll have at the beginning. What is creativity according to you? And let's participate. Okay, let's not make it a very like boring type of lecture or something. Let's interact. Okay, so even if your answer is wrong or right, okay, if you participate, it's better, right? Okay, so what according to you is creativity?
New concepts.
New concepts. Okay.
More than ordinary. More than ordinary.
More than ordinary or extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
Fine.
Other than the routine choices.
Other than the routine choices. Okay. And
And something new.
New activity.
something new. Okay. Something new. So like always the word is connected with something new.
Something
Innovative.
special.
Innovate something special and
Innovative.
innovative. Okay.
Something exceptional.
Exceptional, extraordinary. Okay. And okay.
Something that is already there, you can make it still better.
So still better. Like there's always a room for improvement.
Correct.
Okay, so creativity actually helps in this. Okay, so we all have a general idea of actually what is creativity. Okay, so am I clear? Like everybody,
Yes.
English, everybody like understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Or
Must.
I want people to add Hindi also, a combination like.
No, English is okay.
Okay, fine. So creativity is about something, creating something new. Okay, to get now before we start with some more questions, how many of you think that I am not creative?
Everyone is creative.
Okay, so just raise your hand to be honest. Who think that I am not creative? Okay, fine. Now, very simple questions to you. Why do you think that I am not creative? Just a general like.
Sometimes new thoughts don't come. New
Okay,
ideas don't
sometimes new thoughts doesn't come.
come. Feel a kind of stuckness. It's
Stuckness. Okay, means that's not actually the new ideas are not coming. Okay.
it's caught up in the daily routines of life. Like
Okay.
nothing new and nothing creative, nothing huge is happening. So there I feel that okay, some creativity should happen in my life and I should be generating some new ideas, new goals, new skills, new talents. So then the routine is too much caught up into it.
Okay.
You
Fine.
are always repetitive. That is
Okay.
why we are not.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Maybe. Okay. What about you, sir?
Because in creative there is changes, so it's not comfortable. That's the reason.
Okay. So means like being creative. Okay, we need to think new ideas, and there are many people who are not like easy to like adapt new ideas. Okay, something like that. What about you, sir?
Always in a search for something, some new idea, new books, something like that.
Okay. One question to you. Are you always looking for something new, like if there's something already available? Okay. So do you look for something new, some
Something
better
different,
ways?
like something different.
So do you look for actually something better?
Right.
How many of you, okay, how many of you always think, okay, what if I could do this to a particular situation or a problem? Okay. How many of you have helped other people to solve their problem?
Bad writing.
Okay. How many of you have done something in a different way? Okay, the same thing, like, but in a different way.
Sometimes, not always.
Sometimes, not always, sometimes. How many of you have done something different? Let's say, for example, if I have a particular route, okay, for traveling, I have tried the other way around. Why not that way? How many of you? Okay, fine. So we do that so many often times, right? So people who think that I'm not creative, okay, there is nothing like that because all of us are creative in some or the other way. It's a common thing that we do get stuck up at times, okay, and the creative idea doesn't flow. But that doesn't mean that we are not
Creative.
creative. Okay, now, next question. How can we be creative? Okay, so instead of me answering this question, why don't have some suggestions from your side? People who think that they are creative, so let's adopt their ideas also.
Think after the box.
Thinking out of the box, and that is like,
Like for instance, everybody, like for instance, a letter, you write, start with a dear sir, but you can start with something like differently also.
okay, something different, like, okay. So, sir says actually let's think out of the box. So he says out of the box means thinking in a different way. Okay. Now, what other suggestions are there?
Dropping the old patterns of thinking.
Dropping the old patterns of thinking means again like thinking in a new way.
Yes.
What else?
When you are calm, okay, then certain ideas come from within.
Super. Okay. Now that's one of the very good actually. What I say is like among the 7 tips on creativity. Okay, this is one of the tips that if you really want to be creative and if you want some creative ideas, you need to relax your mind.
Yeah.
Why is it so?
Then your mind works better.
Because your mind works better. Because in a day-to-day, actually what happens? Okay, our busy life, we are so
Caught up.
caught up with other things. Okay, we don't actually have time for thinking. Okay, we might be getting late for office. Okay, then we have some other appointments. I have to make some queries. I have to answer some calls. This, that, and there's a long list. And if that list ends, then there's another list. And if that ends, then there's another list. So there's no time for creativity. So if you really want to be creative, one of the tips actually is to relax your mind. Okay, so relaxing your mind will help you be more creative. Now, how do you relax?
To meditation.
So one of the things is meditation. Okay, how many of you meditate? How many of you don't know how to meditate? Okay, now there are books on meditation. So if you want, you can read that first thing. Or second thing, it's very simple. Okay, you don't have to read the book also. Meditation, from my point of view, is very simple. Simply close your eyes and let your mind flow. Okay, you can sit at a very comfortable, in a very calm posture. On a chair also it's fine. On a sofa, whatever you feel comfortable. And just close your mind and relax yourself. Okay, if you want, you can actually add some light music. Okay, that helps for your this creativity, for relaxation, for meditation. Okay, any instrumental music you can pick up. We have lots of good musics around. Fine. So, what is the first thing? Relaxing your mind. Okay, how do we relax? By meditating. Meditating very simply means
Calm your mind.
sitting at one place and not thinking many thoughts. Okay, and you have to do it. Now, what happens when actually you sit for the very first time for meditation? Okay, people will complain that I cannot meditate also. It's a very common thing. Why? Because our mind actually plays a lot of trick. Okay, and doesn't allow to. It doesn't sit at one place. It just jumps here. It's like a jumper here and there, here and there. Okay, so there are so many thoughts coming here and there, here and there. Okay, so we need to practice. Okay, and how do we practice? Sit for 5 minutes first. Second day, sit for 10 minutes. Then third day, sit for 15 minutes. Okay, I mean whatever time you can actually remove for this session. Okay, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Okay, if you practice this thing every day, okay, after few days, maybe around let's say 20 days, 21 days, okay, you will feel the change yourself. You will feel the change yourself. Okay, what other suggestions are there for creativity?
Listening to music.
Listening to music. Okay, listening to music actually helps. Okay, now how does it help? It simply calms your mind. Again, it relates to the same thing. So if your mind actually is relaxed, we can think something new. What else?
Plus nature walk. When you go for a walk, nature walk also.
I simply love this idea of walking. How many people love to walk? Hi, welcome. Okay, a very simple tip on creativity. Walking helps to improve your creativity. There had been times when actually I had many problems, not actually personal or something, but something or the other related. Okay, I simply take a walk and the answer actually pops. I don't know how it works, but it simply works. Okay, so if you have some questions, some doubts, just internally brainstorm yourself and just keep on walking. Okay, make it a point that you are not walking on actually the very traffic busy road. Okay, it's a garden or where actually you can easily like walk. Okay, but walking helps. Walking helps a lot. Okay, to relax your mind and to get really good answers. Okay, so walking is one of them. And what else?
Getting out of your routine, you're trying to do something.
Superb. Getting out of your routine. That is the most important point. See, when we are talking about creativity, we need to get out of the routine. Okay. Now, you will say, how can we get out of the routine? We are so busy with some of the other things. But if we do the same thing every day, we'll get the same
Results.
results. So if you want a little different result, then you need to change your routine slightly to get some different result. And then always a permutation and combination of different things, right? So if you want to be creative, then change your routine. Now how can you change your routine?
We're trying a new path for walking,
New path for walking,
listening to new music,
listening to new music,
playing sports.
playing sports,
Doing activities which you are not ventured into.
doing activities which you are not ventured into or not done, trying a new restaurant,
Painting.
not always the same restaurant, something different, different food,
Painting.
painting, super.
One
See,
good
all of
way,
them are creative genius out over here. Instead of me saying, yes,
one good way to come out of the routine is anything which you use, anything or something, try it how other, like suppose in Tony Buzan he has suggested paper clip. Now paper clip generally, I mean we are using only for to clip the paper.
right,
But paper clip, other uses, he has suggested more than 35 different things. Like
Right.
paper clip can be used as a hanger also.
right,
So if we think of anything which can be differently used, then we can boost up our career.
okay,
Multiple uses of the same product.
right.
Yeah.
So in short, that's multiple uses of the same product. Means on one particular thing and how we can use it differently. What are the different ways that might not be practical, okay, at point of time, but we need to think, we need to generate ideas. Okay, so one of the law of creativity is that if you really want the very best answers, then you need to think a lot, and a lot. The more you think, the better the ideas get. Okay, and from that idea, you can refine your ideas, which are applicable, okay, to a given situation or a product, whatever. Fine. Okay. What else?
Can say change of mode of transport.
Superb. Change of mode of transport. So just like the path, the mode of transport. So let's say, for example, if you're traveling by bus, start traveling by train. If you're traveling by train, then you can take a walk. Okay. Now, if it's a long distance, then please avoid that. Fine. Fine. But we need to change the mode of travel. Maybe a combination. Okay, something or the other. Fine. So that's one of them. What else?
Constructive thinking.
Constructive thinking in what way?
It's like many times we usually take it for granted.
Right.
Okay, but if you stop and think as to how I can do better, then the thoughts flow. Okay, I can do much better than
Right.
this.
So let's take it to something like this. Can I add like we need to be positive about, we need to we need to be very positive about our situation. So let's say, for example, if something is not working, instead of just giving it up, let's think how it can be done. Okay, give some more pressure to your brain because your brain is very lazy. Okay, it doesn't like to do very effortive work. Okay, it just like try 2-3 things and bas ho gaya, now ab nahi ho sakta. There is no way out. Okay, but if you pressurize the brain, I want this, I want at least 7 ways of doing this. Okay, then it has to work. Okay, just give it a try. Fine. What else?
One of the good way is like what we are doing, brainstorming.
Right.
Don't keep anything, any problem or anything to yourself. Discuss with your friends and all this thing and do brainstorm. So creative will
Superb. One of the again brilliant ideas. Okay, I think that you people know all the
Yeah, all geniuses are here.
Because it's one of the good points. If I am stuck up with an idea, what I will do is I talk to a different person because his brain is different. He might be thinking a different way. He's from a different culture. Okay, so he might give me a different idea, a different perspective, perspective. Okay, so if you have a problem, talk to people whom you can actually trust and get what do you think on this or what would you suggest? Or if you have an idea, you can ask for a feedback, what are the better alternatives or what suggestion would you like to give if you are in a similar situation. Okay, and this actually helps and works 100% of the time. So you can talk to different people from different cultures. Fine. So this is one of the good tips. What else?
To come out of the comfort zone.
Right. Coming out of the comfort zone. What let's elaborate this a little.
Yeah, usually we take it for granted. This is the way things happen. And that's
Right.
it. We will not try to deviate and go it. We do not want to take the risk.
Risk.
This is the way we work. So let's go the same way.
Right.
It's like the book, The Road Less Traveled.
The road less traveled. Right. Oh.
False.
So we want to take the path, the same path which is already taken.
There's always a resistance to change, so you have to do something different. You have to go out of your way to get things
No,
done.
here I'll add one thing that we are scared the world might laugh if we do something wrong. So
Right.
that is why we want to
So,
stay in our comfort
being
zone.
creative is always risky. Okay, to make it simple, being creative is always risky because it involves risk also. Okay, maybe virtual risk or something or the other, or maybe some mental blocks. What if the people will think? What if it doesn't work? Okay, so all these things has to be chopped off. Okay, so you need to take certain risk. Okay, certain calculated risk. And if you are ready to take certain calculated risk, then you can be really very creative. Okay, so take risk, be positive, break your routine, take a different path, talk to people, take a walk. What else?
One of the way, actually it is technical, something in my field, technical analogy, we do fishbone diagram.
Okay,
Like, what is the problem? So draw a straight line,
right,
and on the straight line, what are the options available to you at that time?
okay,
So do the branching.
Okay.
One way, this is one option. Then on the negative side, this is also another option.
right,
Then in that option, what are the sub options?
right,
So do like a fishbone diagram, you draw it.
right,
So you get you stimulate your mind,
right,
and some creative idea emerge.
right. Okay. Now what actually I want to say is very simple. Okay. Now this particular word fishbone diagram has many meanings.
Yeah.
So let's start from the very initial stage. Okay. When we were in school, okay, we were taught something called tree diagram.
Right.
How many of you know tree diagram? Okay, there's something at the center of something like okay, and there are branches coming out. Okay, so let's say for example, if I talk about my father, okay, my father, and now my father actually he has 3 children. Okay, my elder brother, me, myself, and my sister. Now my elder brother has actually 1 daughter. I have 1 son. My sister has 1 son. So this is like called branching out,
Flow chart.
like a flow chart.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a flow chart. Now, why flow chart helps in creative thinking?
Because it gives more possibilities to the thing, more possibility generations.
Now, what happens in a very traditional way of thinking, if you are writing certain points, okay, point wise, it blocks your thinking. But if you are drawing something, okay, it always gives the possibility to link ideas together.
Yes, yes.
So let's say for example, if I'm talking about my father, okay, and now I want to actually add some more points, so I can actually add it to my grandfather, because my grandfather actually had 3 children. One of them is my father. Now I'm branching out my uncle, okay, my eldest, and then my youngest uncle, and then again they have the children. So I can branch in a very widely I can branch it out. So that is one of the best ways of brainstorming. Okay. Now what happens normally when we are brainstorming? Okay, what is the first thing that comes to mind? This is not possible. It won't work. I don't think so. Okay, all these things actually starts popping in your mind. So make it a point not to listen all these pop-ups. Not to listen for a time being. Okay, first just go for a very free thinking. Okay, list whatever comes to your mind. Okay, because in the second stage then we can simply refine our ideas. Is it clear?
Yes.
Fine. So
Live example of this, we did same fishbone diagram. A machine was stopped, and ultimately when we have stopped, okay, this was worn out and all this. Ultimately, it was a simple solution. It is not lubricated regularly.
right,
So that was the reason. I mean, which earlier we haven't thought.
right.
So that helps definitely.
Right. So actually what someone wants to say is like if you are using the diagrams, okay, many times the answer seems very simple, but we are not able to see. But with this actually the diagrams, okay, it has many names. Now if you talk about Tony Buzan, he has named the same thing as like mind map.
Mind map.
Okay, so if you search, if you go a little on mind maps, you can get a lot of information. Using mind maps, you can have more creative thought process. Okay, and you can jump on very good ideas, very good answers and solutions. Fine. So enough of the theory part on creativity. Let's have some.
What is the name of the Tony?
Tony
Buzan.
Buzan.
Tony Buzan.
Tony Buzan, okay. Tony Buzan, and he has done a really great work on mind maps and all
Yeah.
these concepts. Even here, I think so he has actually the software also called iMindMap. which is superb. So if you
Okay.
understand the concept and if you use, it's actually available on your desktop also, that is the Windows, and it's available on your iPad also. If you people are using iPad, they can use this thing. So there are different names, like one of them actually is Free Flow.
Free flow, yeah.
Free Flow is a different. Okay.
Yeah.
Then if you're talking
Because
about
don't limit your mind. Just let the idea
so
flow.
if you talk about Microsoft, they have actually come out with a product called Visio.
Okay.
Okay, VISIO, Visio. Okay, no, then mind map. So they have different actually products, but the basic idea is the same. The basic idea is the same. There's one central idea is there, and there are branches coming out of it. Okay, and all the branches have further branches coming out of it. So I think so in the future we might be having one session on mind mapping also. So you can just inquire if when are the dates. Okay, so we'll be having session on mind mapping, how actually to use the mind map the proper way. So we'll be using the software also, and how we can go about brainstorming the ideas. Okay, so let's close this study session. Let's have some very practical things that we can do on creativity. Okay, fine. So now what you have to do is you just have to pick up one object. Okay, just pick up one object and pass the bag. Starting with you. Just pick up one object, that whatever you like, just pick up randomly. Just pass.
Are there any chocolates?
Yes.
We'll have to be.
You better feel it, no? It's soft.
Before it comes to you, it will end.
It will be over, I think.
But
Yeah.
then depends upon your luck then.
Or it might melt also.
Yeah.
It won't melt actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Any one object whichever comes in.
I
Right?
don't know why I totally going that.
मोबाइल है क्या?
हाँ ऐसा लगता है.
इधर लाट दे.
That's actually an MP3 player.
अच्छा MP3.
Yes.
You will take it home?
No, I just came out to do. Just pick up whatever comes, so not a problem. Can I have the bag?
Yeah.
Somebody can use bag also.
Okay, now what we have to do is, okay, we will have a 5-minute break, okay. So in that break, what you have to do is, you have to think something very creative use of this product. Okay, so let's say for example, this game actually is played every brainstorming session, okay, as an icebreaker, or what you have to do is, you have to demonstrate your product. Okay, like what is the good about this particular XYZ product. So let's say for example, if I have a pipe over here and I'm here to sell this pipe, so I have to be so very actually innovative in my ideas, okay, that people should feel like, "Arey, I want to buy this pipe." So you have to tell something very special about this pipe. Okay, is it clear? Very simple. Okay, any questions? So whatever product that you are having in your
You mean creative idea to sell this?
right.
Yeah.
So you have to use your creativity.
Okay.
So I have not added that word creativity. So
Yeah.
I made it very simple
Okay.
that you have to sell this.
Sell
So
this.
just add 2-3 really good points about this thing. Okay, why should people buy this?
Buy.
Okay. So let's say for example you are manufacturing this thing. So I have a pipe I'm manufacturing and I want to sell to all the public. So what is good about this pipe? Okay. So don't make it like this is a very good pipe and then no one's interested because there are so many good pipes. Something very special
Special.
about this pipe. Okay, fine. So let's start. 5 minutes. Do not block your mind with the negative thoughts. Just be positive. Exaggerate as much as you want. Okay? Even don't mind people saying, "Arey, to fake that." It's okay. Done.
I was thinking about this product since a long time. And my reach about the same product a couple of years.
Example of how mind works.
I have purchased 12 whistles to give to some elder people.
Okay.
Can I talk about the product?
Yeah. You are the first one.
Okay, this is the one of the best breathing exercise.
Yes, breathing exercise. Okay.
When you whistle, you exhale the air,
Right.
which allow to what we call use air inside, which is normally never get out.
Right.
The more you
The
whistle,
more you whistle with more power, the lungs actually
yes,
flexes.
yes.
Right.
So all the breathing exercise you are doing consciously.
Right.
This is done unconsciously.
Right.
It is very beneficial.
Right. Right.
There is no exercise better, breathing exercise than this thing. And for the elder person, in addition to the breathing exercise, they can call someone without shouting or anything. You can make the attention of anyone.
Right.
Make one whistle for water, two whistle for tea, and like this they call it for someone. Things you can whistle it, so people notice immediately. They cannot ignore it.
Right.
If you call, people may listen, may not listen. They
Right.
know where to.
Understand it actually. Right. It's again a very creative way of communication, not speaking anything.
And I had an idea, instead of making a one voice out of the whistle, to make some alteration, to have a different kind of sound.
Just like the flute we have, we can have some like holes or something like
But it should be
pressing.
cheaper also. So that cost out just 5 rupees also.
Right. Right. So that the different sounds comes out of it. Right.
Yes.
Right. Right.
And IIT Powai, they have done a lot of study about this kind of
Okay.
and different kind of communication, which is spiral or second super spiral, spiral, and it creates a different kind of sound.
Okay.
So, I had a long time. I purchased last week. I purchased about a dozen of whistles. I said, why I want to buy? I said I want to give it to senior citizens.
Right.
So they may enjoy it because they never seen the whistle. When they were a child, they have seen the whistle, but afterwards they never knew what it was. Okay, thank you.
Right. Right. Absolutely. Super.
Good example of creativity.
So very instant.
He can sell this product to strengthen your lungs and heart patient also.
Right. Super. Super.
Heart, you see the person operated for the heart, doctor give them breathing exercise. There is spirometer. It's called spirometer.
Right. We actually breathe and
And the patient do not practice. They get tired, bored.
tired, bored actually.
Now you can add in this thing when you blow, but when you suck, you should also whistle.
Right.
When you blow, it whistle.
should whistle.
When you suck, you should whistle.
With different sounds.
No different sound, but the same way
Right.
by changing the path of the air
Right,
going
right,
in
right.
and out.
Right. That can be done. Super.
Very good, very good.
So we can also make it like
I also, since about 6 months, this is in my mind. And it has come to
You're
me.
actually thinking about it.
And, I just pick up whatever comes in my hand and
Right,
this
right.
this has
So we can put an ad like, just whistle 10 times a day for good health.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay, just whistle. And we can make it actually the whistling a little hard, like, because it's easy, then the breathing won't come. So we have to pressure it a little, like that. Right.
When you breathe out, you have to breathe with a
Slowly.
force.
Right.
Your sound will be more louder.
Right.
It is going to.
How many of you know that this particular, what do you say, in Hindi we say sank. What do you say in English?
Shankha, shankha.
Punch.
Conch. Okay.
Conch.
Even that actually is good for lungs. Like,
Yes, yes, yes.
okay, there are people, if you just actually blow it once a day, it's good for your heart.
Very
heart.
good for lung and heart.
Okay, so just a small information that I wanted to add, like, again, like ideas come like,
Now, they have IIT Powai, what I refer. They have checked how the sunk inside, how the air moves.
moves.
Yeah.
and how they created a model and they what we call provided the same kind of. And another thing in India, it will be cheaper also.
Right.
Nobody will buy.
Very true, absolutely true. Absolutely. Right. So can we have the second participant who is ready?
This is a writing pad
Okay,
made
fine.
by blind people of Malegaon.
Okay.
Please buy this. It will be helpful to you and all those blind people also. Only 1,000 rupees.
Only 1,000 rupees is only.
And you will be helping them.
1,000 rupees is not a small amount. I'm talking about
Okay, I'm not
5 rupees.
Don't think as a writing pad. Think
Just a minute. I would like to add a point. Okay, we are making this product very innovative in creativity. Now what happens now? Okay, don't take me wrong. Now when I'm saying that this is a writing pad, okay, for the blind people, I got it. Then it's very
Made
simple.
by the blind.
Created by the blind people. There can be something more about this product, something more creative about this product. Okay, you can think like something more creative about this product, that this product is not available everywhere. Because I can buy a writing pad downstairs also.
yeah.
Okay, helping the blind people is a different thing. Okay, I agree. But what I want to actually is think about a product. Okay, why it is so different, innovative,
It's special.
special. Okay, which nobody has. So something very special, and you can think like out of the box. There is no limitation. Okay, so people should say like, "अरे यार ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है?" It can be if you can think.
The speciality is you can use for writing, you can use as a tissue paper also.
And
You can use for writing tissue paper again like common
Common
because
thing.
it's a common. Again something more.
You can eat also. It's organic.
that can be that can be something very creative. Okay, it is like more of very simple. Okay, so if you are actually a little hungry or something, you can eat also because that's digestible and it won't harm you.
Fiber.
You will feel hungry for at least an hour. Okay, so that can be something very creative. So actually, it is something to eat, but if you want, you can write also.
Intestine will get choked up.
I have tasted it when I was a child. My mother used to buy 2 sets of books, one up to Diwali and one after Diwali. I eat away the pages.
If you are aware of this incident, I would just like to add one more point. Okay, you know when you're talking about ideas, one of the ideas just keeps popping up. There was this one lassi wala, I don't know where. Okay, he was very famous for his lassi. Okay, and he used to give very cheap, like if let's say for example the cost of the lassi everywhere would be around 10 rupees, he would give the same quality of lassi at 5 rupees. Okay, and his business was working like charm. But then there was an inquiry like, why is it so? And there was a test done on this actual lassi. And then they found that what he used to use was tissue paper, very light quality, into the lassi. Now the tissue paper was so very light, it doesn't affect your intestine or something. It is digestible. But because of the tissue paper, okay, it would become very very thick.
Thick.
No,
Malai.
Okay, and the cream and all these things. So again, people, how they can be more creative in cheating also. Creativity is everywhere, for everyone. There is no patent even cheaters, they can actually. Now the cheaters, if you see, they have very innovative, creative mind of cheating in different ways.
Like Harshad Mehta, he was a crook.
But they should have confidence also to cheat.
That is the most important
They
thing.
really pickpocketer.
That's actually like taking the risk.
Once one fellow came, he has so much confidence, he cheated so many people in our building, he changed the regulator, did everything. When he went away, they realized he was a cheat.
Why recently the IPS officer who was caught, he went for felicitation here,
Yeah,
felicitation. Finally he was caught.
Right. Even I read in the newspaper. And even I was shocked, like how people are so very creative. So,
you got an idea.
the third participant.
People can eat also.
Right.
Friends, this is a matchstick. This is a very unique matchbox. It is made up of teak wood.
Teak wood is very costly.
Only in one friction the matchstick is ignited, and it is very useful. You know what is the utility of fire. You can use for n number of activities, and this is how I call it unique. The quality is too good. Just now sir said that it is very costly, but our price and our costing is just 1 rupee for this one matchbox, which can really light up millions and millions of which will give you light and prosperity at your house.
Okay, fine.
You
Okay.
can add.
What
You
creativity can we add on this?
You can light this match just by striking here.
It can be only just by the
Function.
That would be too
of the
advanced.
head. Maybe it's just creativity.
And enlighten the world.
Second, what I could have added, like, let's say for everyone, normally when we actually lit a matchstick, okay, it doesn't last for more than 10-15 seconds. But this would last maybe for a minute.
Yeah, actually I forgot that point.
Okay, so that can be
Lasts
there.
long.
And even
It
when the
lasts longer.
matchbox become little moist, it does not strike. So that
Plus at the end of the tip, it doesn't really burn your
Finger.
thumbs. It automatically, we have got
Stops.
some lubricant in the matchstick, which
Extinguishes.
actually extinguishes it automatically, and it helps to prevent any kind of damage to your finger. This is how it is very unique, and it's really available in market, readily available in market. Though there are competitors, but we know that this matchstick and matchbox is very unique of the company name as Bell.
Okay, fine.
I will add one more into the pamphlet is attached inside. So even after burning,
So the
keep
safety
the stick,
instructions.
keep the stick so that you can solve the puzzles.
Right,
puzzles.
right. That can be used. Or maybe like, if I would like to add like this thing that you can use, it's again like reusable. If I'm letting it, I'll use the purpose and you just blow, it actually gets extinguished. Again, if you let, again it can get lit. Okay, that's the technology that we are using. Okay, fine. So that can be there. Any more ideas? Okay,
this
fine.
is a container which has powder, and after the powder is over, this container can be used, washed thoroughly, and you can use it in the kitchen for storing salt or some pepper or something. And when you're traveling, you can just put some shampoo and all and take it and use this container.
Okay, so actually in short, this the container is reusable. Okay, you can, it's a multi-purpose use. You can use it for any other thing. Fine. Fine. Any more points that you would like to add? We can just show this container to you. Any more ideas, please? Let's be
It has
more
the
creative.
Powder and it has powder in this presently. When the powder is over, instead of throwing it away, you can use this.
We can also make it as a small flower vase after.
You use this with your tiffin. After use, you can use it for taking sauce,
Storing
sauce,
Storing
chutney.
pickle.
Or after it is exhausted, you can put Menda's atta inside and have it with the same effect.
Fine. Who is next?
You will not notice.
Yeah, that's.
Who is next?
So this is a card. It's a unique card, especially meant for this health library, those who want to take new admissions. And with this unique card, you can have entry not only to this library, but various other health organizations. So it will save you the trouble of going and registering if you have once been registered with this particular card, this unique card. And it's a very small card which is very handy to carry around in your personal pockets, wherever. But the beauty of it is it's multi-this because this card has validity to many other organizations related to health issues, and you can freely and without wasting your time, you can go and have an entry to those places.
Fine. Super.
This card shines in the
Once
dark,
you buy
and you can
this
see your
card,
name.
so everything comes along with it.
How much do you pay for buying the card?
That is, once you come to the health library, you get all the
Okay.
information.
So we can add like, just buy this one card and you can use it actually like, for any library in the whole world. You can borrow books based on this card itself. Okay, so that can be something very creative. Like only one card you have to buy.
Like
And that's again like
Aadhaar
a lifetime this thing.
Like Aadhaar card.
Right. Like Aadhaar card. Fine. That was a good one. Who is next?
He has shown how creative he is.
Yeah.
Like
Let's
this.
get.
He is removing the child within him.
Yeah.
That's the most.
Using it to.
Okay, let's finish.
Okay. This is an MP3 player. Apart from traditional use, you can use this to keep your relaxing music while working in your office and all these things. You can do short meditation on this. You can use this as a paperweight also, so that your important papers will be on the table instead of lying. And you can use this for some supporting your files also. And
Right. I tell you something
What is
more.
the cost?
cost is the second thing.
I tell you some more features about this MP3 player, which actually come with itself. Like this MP3 player plays MP3 files first.
Right.
Second, it actually also has the radio function, so you can actually listen to radio.
Yeah.
Third, if you want to record something from the radio, you can
Okay.
record also. And fourth, it can also record your voice.
Okay.
Okay, so it has an aux-in option in which it records, like, you know, it has a mic also, so you can record.
As a
So
dictaphone
that,
you can use. Yeah.
So that actually are the features of this small MP3 player. So what can I add further is like it also produces, this is my thinking, some sounds. So let's say for example, if you have flies at your home and there are so many other products. So if you actually turn it on, it plays a sound and there are no flies or insects or something.
as a repellent also.
As a repellent. Okay. Or maybe some other creative thinking, some thoughts that are like most of
It can drive away the cockroaches also.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, fine, super. Next. Everybody has to participate, huh? So,
Friends, I have here a flashlight with me. It's useful for to see your way in the dark with electricity. It's not there. You can carry it around. It's very light, and you can carry as what you call your salt and pepper for your lunch packets, right? Okay, and it works on lithium battery. General battery works. You know, it has a power drop down. This power will last till the end. Same amount of light is flashed out. It's a very unique, very handy, very light, goes into your pocket and easy on your pocket also, very cheap. And there are many innovative ways you can use this also. And the bulb is guaranteed for life. You can use it for life. The whole bulb is. And I think you can use it in many ways if you want.
okay, fine. Some more ideas? Please, ideas are most welcome. Some more ideas.
It has an inbuilt pen inside which can be used for writing.
Okay, it has an inbuilt pen which can be used for writing. What else?
It's rechargeable with electricity. You don't need to buy cells.
Okay, rechargeable with electricity. What else?
I think it's a lithium battery.
Pardon?
Lithium battery, I think.
Okay. Now I would actually say that if you see, actually there are some 3 thermocol balls. Okay. So this is a new technology out here. Okay. It doesn't require any battery. So if you want to charge it up, just shake it around 10 times and you can use it for 5 minutes.
Okay.
It can be done. It can be done.
It can be
Okay.
used as a
So
kitchen.
people who think, okay, that it is foolish to think like this, it cannot be happen. So let's see everything around which is created in today's time was not there yesterday. Okay, and people again used to say, like, people when you used to, they used to think, have a very vivid, wide imagination, like I will do this. So they were actually blocked by these people saying that it cannot be done. But we can see around today, like there are so many things that we see which were not existed before. Okay, so even that can be done. I would say like the focus is so very powerful that if I keep it over here and if I lit it, I can lit the whole room. Okay, so you can work easily. Right? So that is the power of the bulb also, like. Okay, fine. What else? Who is next? Yes.
This is a pipe made very of.
Okay, fine. We have actually pipe over here made of plastic. Now let's continue. So like.
And the material is very soft and malleable, so there is no danger of cracking up or anything. Now it can be used for any place where you want focused air. Like suppose your basin is choked or something, you can't directly blow, the air will be dissipating. So you can blow like this. Plus it can be used as a siphon action to transfer from one bucket to the other. You just initially pull out some water and then the remaining would flow. And the design is such that you can have these, if you put it on clay or you put it on dough, you can have these serrated designs.
Different designs, like.
Yeah, as on clay dough.
For making some laddus or some, like, you know, chapatis, like design fish chapati.
Can be used in the
That
fish
can be-
tank.
Fish tank, okay.
Then sometimes, I mean, as snorkeling pipes from your oxygen cylinder.
Okay. Now many people are not aware of the snorkeling pipes, so please can you just elaborate a little for people who
This
don't know.
underwater you have cylinders, you're carrying oxygen cylinders because to breathe. So how will they help you out? I mean, from the, it's like a connection from the bags which you're carrying as a backpack haversack and then to your nose.
Okay, fine. What creative ideas can we add on this?
For any neck problem, we can use it for massage.
Okay, for a massage also fine. Good one. Okay. Really like this.
This is so flexible, so lightweight. So when you are angry with your
Vent
husband,
out your anger.
it won't injure him,
Won't harm also.
and you can get rid of your anger also.
You can squeeze it.
Right. What else?
For using some heavy luggage or
Yeah,
something.
for actually.
actual for you.
Like the
If you rub your palms across the edges, you can have good acupressure on your
right acupressure points.
You can also make chas out of it.
That's a great use, like at places when you are going. Okay, now I read about this thing actually and just want to add that there are certain actually I don't know what exactly is the name, but something like this is available. Okay, and it has a filter over here. So if you are out somewhere and if you want to drink water, what you need to do is you simply need to put into the water and you can easily sip the water, just like a straw.
Yeah.
Whatever the water comes completely is filtered.
It can do siphon
Completely
action.
filtered. Okay, so that actually was a very good creative
Yes.
thought which people has made. Fine. So that can be done. Fine. That was a good match.
We can use it as a pillow also.
Yeah.
But
You can, if it rounds actually, if it's long enough,
yeah.
you can use a soft pillow also.
But mine is the best. Every house should have this thing. So that when you are angry, you can beat anyone.
It's a hardening actually.
You
Right.
can make a nice bracelet and round your pet neck of the
You
pet.
can use for that also, like, you know.
You can make a big worm and paint and do some paint.
There are so many uses. Fine. Who's next?
Cherry Blossom has come out with a new polish.
Okay.
Beside giving a shine, it protects your shoes from rain, water. The water flows away and keeps it dry. And secondly, the polish are perfume, different scents.
Right.
So it creates a good fragrance all around you.
Around you. Right. Super.
You can also, it is so shiny that you can see your face in your shoes.
It shines your perfume.
You can, the other person also standing.
You can use for tilak also this.
Yeah.
You can use it for like emergency, like.
Yeah.
Okay, tilak it can be used.
Yeah.
Okay, I just like that idea of the rainy part because normally this happens like during rainy season. Okay, I actually spoil a lot of my leather shoes. So it can do actually this work like the water actually like drops that just passes on that.
Repels
Okay,
it, so
repels. So then I really like that idea. I would like to buy it. Fine, good one. Fine. Who's next?
If you have a headache, then you can also have.
That can be
You can use this if you want
Balm
to avoid
polish.
somebody, so that you
That
can
is
put it.
It's a balm cum polish.
Same wax
Balm
is
cum
there.
polish.
Some.
Same people, the petrol and dairy is there.
You want, if you want black shoes and you have a white sports shoe, you can change it to black shoe.
After exhausting,
That can be.
you can also use it to keeping some storage.
That is a common again thing like. So that can be like the storage part also. Who's next? Yes, please.
You see the pouch, mainly meant for mobiles,
Okay.
but and it is durable, made of nylon, and it prevents it from water also, and it close down, and it can be used as a pouch for coins,
Right.
and it can be used for pouch for medicines and other things.
Right. It can be used for coins, mobiles, for medicine.
Medicines.
Right. And I tell you the beauty of this actually pouch. Okay. Now, don't go on the size. Okay. It's made of such a material. Okay, just like a balloon, if you see it's small, but if you try to fill water, it actually can grow big. So that is the same with this. So if you think it's small, it is not. Because if you try to pick some other book also, if you want to put, you can put into the bag. So that's actually stretchable up to this large size. So that can be done.
You can use as a water filter also.
You can use it as a water filter also. Superb, right? At places when you don't get good water,
Good water.
you can use it as a water filter to get good water. That is the most important thing. Like